What is your relationship with food? That's what we're going to be talking about today. And while we're talking about it, I'm actually going to be cutting my apples and oranges and things that I need to get ready for later. So this is Wealth Reign Supreme, and we are in January. We are going through a series of videos. The first one, I taught you about your mind, how to set that up for success. Then your body, how to set that up for success. Then your clothes, how to get ready for success with them. And then I showed you how to detox, so how to get your gut and everything ready for what you're about to do. And then we talked about how to nourish the gut with kefir. So now today, we're going to talk about your relationship with food. So I have a relationship that is pretty balanced, I would say, with food, because I like to eat what I want to eat during particular holidays, but I also know how to limit myself during that time and how to kind of balance it out. So the first thing you have to do is figure out how you feel about food. You know, are you using it for nourishment? You know, what is your goal with food? And, you know, a lot of people would say, oh, well, obviously it's because, you know, we need to feed ourselves because we're hungry. Well, food is technically about minerals and energy. So really, hunger is just, you know, a symptom for your body gives you to say, hey, you know, let's go ahead and get some food in me, or I need some minerals, or sometimes it's even just water. So hunger is not exactly what you think it is. So just giving you the heads up on that, because, you know, there are times where you think you're hungry and you find out that you're actually really not hungry. You wanted something else like water, or you got busy doing something and then you weren't even hungry. So ask yourself this question: how do you eat at work or at home? At work, do you use vending machines? You know, how do you handle your food at work? And then, or do you order out? That's another thing, because some people will order out, and then that is, you know, a big no-no because most places that you order out, you know, from, they just want it to taste good. So they're not looking at the ingredients. They just want to get you something really good. And the calories could be sky high. So you have to think about, you know, when you place that order out, unless you're really looking for somewhere that is super great as far as calories and things like that, and balance of fats and fibers and stuff, you might want to back away from that order out, because most of the time it's heavy breads, heavy carbs, and you're not getting, you know, what you need this time of year. So the vending machines, 99% of the vending machines are out. It's a done deal. You can just forget the vending machines. 99% are out. Most of them are filled with straight up GMO stuff that's going to keep causing your body to inflame and get bloated. And if that's not your goal, then you want to stay away from them. So think about how you're eating at work or home. Do you carry like a lunchbox and bring your own things? Like you see me here cutting up these apples, okay? So do you carry a lunchbox that has this all in it and it's all filled up with apples? Or do you wait till you get to work and hope you can find something? So what do you do? I'm going to pull these apples over here so I can cut another one. But you have to decide, you know, how you're eating at work and even how you're eating at home. Because when you walk in the door, you want to grab something quick because you're exhausted, or you're in a hurry to get out and go do something. And now you don't have anything prepared. You don't have anything cut up that you need to, put into your body. So unfortunately, guess what goes in? A bag of chips, bag of pretzels, crackers, something like that goes in. So you have to think about that. The other thing is, are you eating mindlessly? Like, are you eating while you're watching movies, where you're just loading up the calories because you're not paying any attention? What is your relationship with food? You have to really think about this. The next question I would ask you is, have you ever felt hungry? Have you ever felt the feeling of hunger? Not just, oh, I'm hungry, it's 12 o'clock. Have you felt the feeling of hunger where you truly know that you actually need to eat or you're going to pass out or something like that? Because feeling the feeling of hunger is different from our standard routine of saying, we feel hungry. So have you ever felt the feeling of hunger? So you could feel that if you went on a detox, or unfortunately, if you live somewhere where you were in extreme poverty. If you went on a detox and you taught your body for 3 days to abstain from food, you will feel hunger. And the funny thing is after a few hours of feeling that, you start drinking water or you start, drinking a juice, whatever your detox is, it's going to go away. And you're going to be like, how did that go away? I was starving. And it goes away. So now you have to question, what you were thinking hunger really is. So it might be a trick, and it might actually be just the parasites that you need to detox out of your body telling you that you need this particular food, because you know why? Because they want it. They want that particular food. So, you have to begin to listen to your body and see where this hunger is coming from, really, truly, because it's not what they told you, where it's like, it's 8 o'clock, you got to eat. Then it's 12 o'clock, you got to eat. Okay, now it's, 2 o'clock, you need a snack in the afternoon. That's not it. It's your body is different from my body is different from the next person's body. And you know what you need and when you need it. So you have to look at that as well. And technically, we don't need 3 meals a day. So just to be real clear on that as well, when you start detoxing your body, you're going to find out that you technically don't need those 3 meals. You really, could have a late AM breakfast after you've had all your, your great shots, that you take in the AM of your kefir and your detox, your tea and everything you have in the AM. By the time you're done with all that, you're like, wow, I don't have any time to eat. And then you have a late breakfast close to lunch where you're breaking fast. You're filling your body with good fibers and good proteins. And then you're good to go till like late afternoon toward the evening, if you do it right. So cutting that down really changes the load on your system, which allows it to burn calories more effectively and more efficiently. So have you ever felt hunger? Try it. See what it feels like. And then start to understand, what your body needs and what it really needs. And when you feel that, drink a whole glass of water and see what happens next. And then drink half a glass of some kind of juice with light sugar in. And see how long you can go. Just watch and see. Because technically, I haven't gotten into this one, but in 3 days of you not eating, by day 3, sometimes by day 2, your cells start to eat all the toxins and poisons and anything that's causing harm to you. It starts to eat that. And so you have to look up I forget the name of that, but it's a process, autophagy. See if I'm saying it right, autophagy. And it literally will eat the dead and diseased cells in your body. If you just stay still and don't eat for 2 to 3 days. I think for some people, it starts in like 18 hours and then, it depends on who you are, but it'll start to eat your dead and diseased cells. So, I try to go on like a 3 day and then Sometimes I go even further depending on how my schedule is. If it's super busy, it's requiring a lot of energy, I might add some juices in to help me out, something like that. But feel that hunger so you can know what kind of relationship you have with food. If you are like within 2 hours, like, that's it, I got to eat. Well, then you definitely have some parasites that's in your body, unless you're like an athlete where you're 24/7 working out and you need that energy. Otherwise, it's probably the parasites telling you, hey, you gotta eat something, or boredom, things like that. So what you might want to do is just look at, where is it coming from? Where is this hunger coming from? See, you got to see food as a tool and not a crutch. So that's the next thing. You got to see food as a tool so that it's not, your crutch. Because what happens is, when you make it your crutch, then you will eat almost anything when you feel that hunger. But when you know it's a tool, you're like, no, you can go ahead and keep that item that you think you're going to give me. I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to eat this because I know it's going to mess up my goal, because it is January. And within 90 to 120 days, it will all of a sudden be a time where it is hot out and you want to take off those heavy clothes, and you're going to sit and go, did I listen to that gal back in January and start working on me so that I am happy taking off this heavy shirt and these heavy pants so I can relax? It can be just for that. It doesn't have to be for showing your body off or whatever. But, if you have a goal for that, then go for it. But you really need to decide, and it could be for health. So it could just be for health as well. So you have to decide, what this is for. And so for me, it's for all three, I'd say. It's for health, it's for detoxing the body, because your body can last longer when you stop poisoning it with all the different things that are on the market and give it real living food. Real living food. Look how pretty that is. Look at that. That's awesome. So if I take that and then put a potato chip up here, that the potato chip is not alive. It has been fried. It is dead. It's gone. This is still alive. You still have the chance to get the sunlight that came into this. You still have an option, and that can help your body. The chip, it's done. That's why I eat certain things, particular times a year, because it's almost like I shock my body once a year with eating things that are, questionable, but it keeps me from eating them all year long. So I know that I have, the holidays, I can get some things in and I'm allowed to eat a couple extra, and I do that. So that makes me happy. It makes me satisfied. And then as soon as January hits, look what's up. This is what's up. I have this, let me throw some apples back in here. Here comes the apples. Look at that. I have the apples. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get you some raisins. Okay, so then we got the raisins going on. Look at this. So if I sit here and eat this whole plate, I hardly have any calories, but I can eat this whole plate. Look at that. This is what we need to do with our water, with our kefir, with our detoxes, with our light supplements, things like that. So use food as a tool, just like this knife to cut it. Use food as a tool and not as a crutch. So when you feel sad, you're like, oh, let me get these chips out. And you start pulling out the chip bag. Next thing you know, you ate the whole bag of chips. And then your stomach is sticking way out and you just ruined it. So use food as a tool, okay? Like I had some challenges today with my son, my older one. And did I pull out the chips? No, I actually had a workout scheduled with my younger one because we just started our activity. This is the week of where we were starting activity. And I wanted to mention that in this video because this is, as a Monday video, this is the start of our activity for the month. We do 80 jumping jacks per day, and then we do our Qigong. You'll have to look that up. And that's Qigong. And then we do our lifting for 15 to 20 minutes. And then we have a chart that we actually follow. And if you would like the chart, you can always send me a message or, comment below and I'll give you our chart. But each day it increases. So day one, you have like 5 leg lifts, 10-second where you do a plank. And then what's the other one? It's, and then 5 crunches. And that's day one. And then by the time you're up to day 30, it's like 210 crunches, 70 leg lifts, and 130-second plank. Your body has literally built to that. It is awesome. So we do that. And then sometimes I'll do like a dance video in the evening because I just love to dance. So I just leave my workout stuff on and do that. So anyway, seeing food as a tool versus a crutch, you can succeed in life as far as your relationship with food. This is another tool to set you up for success. Mind, body, clothes, detox, the kefir for the gut, and then figuring out your relationship with food. Okay? So that's where we're at. I'm trying to keep this, a shorter video. And the next video that we're going to be talking about is how to cancel your bad habits with food and drink. That's what we're going to be doing next. So make sure you tune in. That's for Thursday. And we will go from there. But that's going to be another big one. You guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm hoping this is helping you. Again, I am my own doctor. You go see your doctor if you need to see your doctor. But this is what we do. So my risk is mine. Yours is yours. Take the information how you see fit and use it for your body. But again, here we go. Look at this tray. Look at this. Oh my gosh. So use food as a tool and not a crutch. Be successful in your relationship with food and you will thrive in 2025. That is a fact. So I will see you again soon. Like, share, subscribe. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Now that we are finished with this video, don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to hit your like so that you do not miss out on future content and help others learn what you have learned today in this video. I'll see you again soon.